Oh, hi, Al. Is James there?
No, I just texted him a second.
Okay, cool. We'll start with Annie from the Sun Times.
Sorry, I was muted. Allie, I wonder, is there a memory with a young fan or a young fan over the course of your career that stands out in your memory, something that was impactful that happened?
Probably the one thing that stands out is the first time like my nieces and nephews were old enough to come to the games and actually understand a little bit what's going on. They're only like 7, 6, 5 right now, but just to see them in my jersey watching the game was kind of cool. I mean, I know they're not like fans, but I think that was one of the coolest moments.
You guys recently ran into a young fan. She was on her way home from a BMX tournament. She had her big trophy with her, and I actually talked to her, and the impact you guys left was pretty significant. What conversation did you guys all have with her when she asked to take a picture with you guys, or how did that go?
Yeah, we were mainly just asking her about her trophy, and we just told her to keep it up, and that's just amazing that she's out there kicking butt, and just to keep on playing, just because that was us when we were younger. We were those girls that were just playing all the sports and not doing like the girly type of thing. So it was cool to see her do that and have that trophy.
Definitely. And then as far as the league standings go, how much are you guys paying attention to that as you finish out these last 3 games? Or now that you are in the playoffs, is the focus just on being best prepared for whoever you face in that first game?
Yeah, I think it's both. I think mainly we're focused on us and just getting better, but obviously in the back of our minds, I'm watching, to see if Minnesota's or Seattle's gonna be 3rd or 4th, kind of see who the 7 seed's gonna be, see who will play in the first round. But also, obviously, we got to focus on ourselves to make sure that we're still the 6th seed. So it's kind of a little bit of both.
And then how was practice today? Or actually, how was the days off? And then how was practice today?
Days off were good. Got to go home, see some of my family. It was nice just to relax, go to the beach. Perfect. And then today practice was good, just kind of hard in the beginning, and then kind of just worked on executing and pretty much worked on us offensively.
And then lastly, how would you describe where the team is at right now with these last 3 games coming up?
I think we're in a great spot. We obviously just coming off a win. I think we know what we got to do these last 3 games. It's more about building momentum. Obviously getting wins, to make sure that we just keep our seed, but also I think it's more about just playing well and getting momentum to go into the playoffs.
Awesome. Thanks, Allie.
No problem.
All right. Thank you so much, Allie.
Thanks, guys.
Of Ruthie in just a second. Hi, Ruthie. We'll start with Annie from the Sun Times.
Hey, Ruthie. First question is not necessarily about, games or anything, but I wonder if there is a memory with a young fan or young fans that stands out or had a significant impact on you in your, very young WNBA career.
Yeah, no, I think it's just fun to see, the little girls try to give you high fives when you're running out and stuff. So there's not one that sticks out, but it's always nice to see the little girls and the boys that just are so happy to see you run out and just to be at a game.
Definitely. And then these last couple of days you had off, did you do anything that you felt like you needed to do to get readjusted, or how did you spend the time off?
I worked out with Ann, I worked out with Coach Emery, and just kind of relaxed, did my hair, stuff like that.
Seating, how much attention are you or the team paying to seating, and with these last 3 games coming up, is the focus on seating or on just preparing for that first playoff game, no matter who it is?
Yeah, I
again?
think just preparing, wanting to end this regular season strong and then just making a good run in the playoffs.
And then how would you describe where the team is at heading into these final 3 games of the regular season?
I think we're ready and we're motivated. I mean, practice today was really good and fun. It was always nice to, the first day back after a few days off. So I think we're just happy and, ready to get moving again.
What was the focus of practice today?
We did a little bit of everything, up and down, defense, offense. So kind of just, shaking the rust off and, just starting to play.
Awesome. That was all for me. Thanks, Ruthie.
Thanks.
Hey, thank you so much, Ruthie.
Thank you.
Hey, James, we'll start with Annie Costable sometimes.
Hey, James, how are you?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm good, thank you. Sunday's game against the Mystics, do you feel like your guys' team is a different team in terms of closing out tough, close games goes?
I don't know. Each game is different. I feel like we're getting better, but each game is different. So I don't feel like we're the same team that we were a few weeks ago.
Mhm.
So if that answers your question, I think we're better as far as closing out games and what we want to run and stuff like that, and just having a different kind of chemistry than we had a few weeks ago.
Definitely. Now that you guys are locked in for the playoffs, how much are you paying attention to the standings with these final 3 games coming up, just in terms of, preparing for that first matchup, or is the focus just on being ready for whoever you play?
No, I think the focus is on us. I think we have an eye on who we may play in the first round. It's getting more and more clear as the days go. But you never know, because it's really a competitive, like up and down with 6 through 10.
Uh-huh.
So we have our eye on it, but the best way to focus on that is just by focusing on ourselves.
And then as far as these last few games go for every team in the league, are you watching every game, scouting these teams in these games, or watching them? How do you approach watching these final games for other teams as they close out the regular season?
I mean, we watch games, but we focus a lot on our scouts. I watch a lot of us, but we do watch games, especially when we're not watching our games.
Uh-huh.
But we just watch as many games as we can.
And then what was the focus of today's practice after returning from a couple days off?
Focus on it was we wanted to look at some defensive things. How we defended off the ball. Some of our schemes, want to make sure we were settled in some of our schemes. We tried some different kind of schemes that we worked on, and then we put a couple of things offensively, a couple of sets in offensively that kind of complements what we're trying to do.
And then last question for me is not necessarily about the game or games, but as a coach in this league, even your early days as an assistant, do you have a memory with a fan or seeing a fan's reaction to a player, the teams you've coached, that stands out to you?
Let me see. Okay, so I have a memory of say that again. I'm kind of lost.
Sorry. So I don't think I said it like quite clearly enough, but like a memory of watching a fan react to a player or the team walking into the stadium or something that you saw from a fan reacting to, yeah.
Yeah.
player.
I mean,
Yeah.
I saw something coming out of the gym, like leaving through the tunnel the other day. It was like 3 kids that were really like anxious to actually get a hold of a fan's hand. I've seen a few. I've seen, like, you see it all the time. You see what the players mean to the fans a lot. I mean, it's nothing that I can just put a definitive finger on, because I see it all the time, how much the fans appreciate the players, and you know, how they feel when, you know, when you stop and you sign an autograph or you take pictures. Like, you see it a lot. I think a lot of times when we have our breast cancer and health awareness games, and so the fans stick around and they, you know, stick around for the auctioning of some of the players things. I think those were times that you can kind of remember where they would be really excited, because after they buy like shoes or, you know, from the auction or jerseys and stuff like that, they get a chance to take a picture with the players.
Mhm.
And so those were like exciting times. I was fortunate enough to be at Becky Hammond's and Lindsay Whalen's jersey retirement ceremonies. And so you saw, you know, afterwards them interacting with the fans, and, you know, and you see how kids look up to Candace, and when she's walking, you know, through the tunnel and stuff like that, and they're going crazy. And you see a lot of those things, and it's nothing that I can really, you know, pinpoint and say, hey, this was like a really amazing moment, because for me, all the moments are amazing, especially when you see, you know, the little girls and little boys that are so excited to actually touch the players and things like that. I think it's special, and it shows what the WNBA players mean to basketball in general.
And just quickly, what impact does that have on you all?
I think it's nice, and I think it's a big impact. You have to, you know, understand that, you know, I have a 5-year-old son, and he loves, you know, our players, and he loves the players. Like when I was coaching in ECAD, so he knows a lot of the players in the league, because I've actually coached players probably off every team in the league. So he knows a lot of the players. He got a chance, and I was in Russia to spend time with players that they have there, and spending time with the players we have here. And so seeing, you know, how they impact him, I have a front row seat, and I get a chance to see, you know, the relationships that they create with him, and seeing what it means to the players. So I think it means a lot, and the players know what they play for. They play, you know, for the fans. They play for themselves, but they play for the fans as well. And I think that's why being in the bubble was so tough for them, because they weren't in front of the fans. So you see that impact, and it's nice that I get a front row seat to actually watch it.
Awesome. Thanks so much, James. I appreciate it.
Thanks.
Thank you, James. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks, guys.